Every year, people vanish inside the Amazon rainforest. Some are experienced explorers. Some are scientists. Some know exactly where they're going. And yet, many never come back. The terrifying part isn't that people get lost. It's how frighteningly easy it is. In the Amazon, you don't need to fall off a cliff. You don't need to be attacked by a jaguar. One wrong turn is enough. Because the moment the forest closes behind you, the outside world disappears. Trails vanish. Landmarks disappear. Every direction looks exactly the same. And finding your way out becomes one of the hardest survival challenges on Earth. This isn't just the world's largest rainforest. It's a living labyrinth that has swallowed entire expeditions, defeated seasoned adventurers, and guarded its secrets for centuries. So what makes this place different? What really happens after someone disappears beneath its endless canopy? And why, even with satellites, helicopters, GPS, and modern technology, do some people simply never return? To most people, the Amazon is a paradise. A place of towering trees, winding rivers, and more life than almost anywhere else on Earth. It's the largest rainforest on the planet, home to an astonishing share of the world's plants and animals. From above, it looks breathtaking. An endless ocean of green, stretching to the horizon, peaceful, untouched, almost inviting. But that's an illusion, because beneath that canopy is a world that plays by completely different rules. Sunlight barely reaches the ground. Thick vegetation erases trails within days. Trees rise so high they form a roof over the forest, hiding almost everything below. Even at midday, parts of the jungle are swallowed by shadow. This is one of the few places on Earth where nature is still in complete control. And it never makes exceptions. Most people think surviving the Amazon is about avoiding snakes, jaguars, or giant spiders. It isn't. Those animals are dangerous, but they're not what usually kills people. The forest is. Unlike a desert or a frozen mountain, the Amazon doesn't look hostile. It doesn't warn you to stay away. It welcomes you, and that's exactly what makes it so dangerous. The moment you step inside, your world begins to shrink. Every tree looks like the last. Every trail feels familiar. Every sound comes from everywhere at once. Within hours, you can no longer trust your own sense of direction. And before long, the jungle stops feeling like a forest. It feels like a maze with no walls. One that doesn't need to trap you, because you'll do that yourself. That's the mystery at the heart of this story. How can a place so full of life become one of the easiest places on Earth to simply disappear? To answer that, we have to go back to the people who entered the Amazon believing they could conquer it. Many of them never came home. For centuries, the Amazon has been a place of mystery. Long before satellites and GPS, vast parts of the rainforest remained unexplored. That uncertainty inspired legends of hidden civilizations and lost cities. One of the most famous explorers, Percy Fawcett, entered the Amazon in 1925, searching for the legendary lost city of Z. He was experienced, well-prepared, and confident. He, his son, and his companion were never seen again. Decades later, another explorer, Raymond Moffret, ventured into the jungle alone. He kept a journal describing the beauty of the forest and his struggle to survive. Then the journal stopped. The Amazon never revealed what happened to him. These weren't isolated tragedies. In 1981, adventurer Yossi Ginsberg became separated from his group in the Bolivian Amazon. Alone for 20 days, he battled hunger, exhaustion, infections, and relentless rain. As isolation took hold, he began hearing voices and imagining people walking beside him. Against incredible odds, he survived. Most people don't. But nature isn't the only danger. In 2022, British journalist Dom Phillips and Brazilian indigenous expert Bruno Pereira disappeared while investigating illegal activities in the Amazon. They were later found murdered, exposing the hidden world of organized crime operating deep within the rainforest. The Amazon doesn't just challenge your body, it attacks your mind. Every tree looks the same. Trails disappear. GPS signals can become unreliable beneath the dense canopy, and even helicopters struggle to spot someone hidden below. Small injuries quickly become infected in the humid environment, while dehydration and starvation weaken both the body and the ability to think clearly. Panic takes over, leading people to make desperate decisions that often push them even farther from safety. Most people think the Amazon is deadly because of predators or poisonous creatures, but that's not what usually claims lives. The real danger is the forest itself. It doesn't hunt you. It overwhelms you. Its immense size, dense canopy, and complete indifference make rescue incredibly difficult. The Amazon doesn't need monsters or ancient curses to remain terrifying. It simply reminds us that there are still places on Earth where nature is greater than human confidence. Perhaps that's why its stories endure. Every disappearance is a reminder that despite all our technology, there are still places we don't control. And somewhere beneath that endless canopy, the rainforest continues to keep its oldest secrets, waiting for the next person who believes they can conquer it. At first, getting lost in the Amazon doesn't feel like an emergency. It's just one wrong turn. You tell yourself the trail is nearby. You keep walking, expecting to recognize something familiar. But every tree looks the same. Every direction feels right. Before long, the path behind you has disappeared. Most people think a GPS will solve the problem. But beneath one of the densest forest canopies on Earth, satellite signals can become unreliable, making navigation far more difficult than expected. Even if rescuers know where to look, spotting one person beneath millions of leaves is like searching for a single grain of sand in a desert. Then the rainforest begins working against your body. The heat drains your energy, your clothes never dry, your feet stay soaked for days, and small cuts can quickly become infected. Although water is everywhere, much of it isn't safe to drink without treatment. Finding enough food is just as difficult, and many people burn more energy searching than they ever re. But the greatest danger isn't physical. It's psychological. As exhaustion grows, your thinking begins to change. Confidence turns into doubt. Doubt becomes panic. Instead of making careful decisions, you start making desperate ones. You walk faster, change direction without realizing it, and convince yourself you're getting closer to safety when you're actually moving farther away. Some survivors have even reported hearing voices or imagining someone walking beside them. These aren't signs of weakness. They're the brain's response to extreme isolation, exhaustion, and fear. Here's the part most people never expect. The Amazon isn't trying to kill you. It doesn't need to. The rainforest has no intention, no mercy, and no cruelty. It simply doesn't care whether you survive. That's what makes it so terrifying. For centuries, people blamed monsters, curses, and deadly creatures for the Amazon's mysteries. But the truth is much simpler. The forest doesn't hunt people. It overwhelms them with its size, its complexity, and its indifference. Maybe that's why the Amazon still fascinates us today. It reminds us that, despite our technology, satellites, and modern maps, there are still places where nature sets the rules. And somewhere beneath that endless canopy, hidden by millions of leaves, are stories we'll probably never know. The rainforest keeps no records. It offers no explanations. It simply keeps growing, waiting for the next person who believes they can conquer it. For centuries, people have tried to explain the Amazon with myths. They spoke of cursed lands, hidden cities, giant snakes, and monsters lurking beneath the trees. Those stories made the rainforest seem supernatural. But the truth is far more unsettling. The Amazon doesn't need legends to be terrifying. It doesn't chase you. It doesn't trap you. It doesn't even notice you're there. Its greatest weapon is its indifference. The rainforest stretches for millions of square kilometers, forming one of the largest uninterrupted wildernesses on Earth. In many places, the canopy is so dense that someone standing just a few meters below can remain completely invisible from the air. Rescue helicopters can fly overhead without seeing a single sign of life. Search teams can be only hundreds of meters away and never know it. That's the reality every explorer eventually faces. Nature isn't cruel. It isn't evil. We like to believe that modern technology has solved every problem. We have satellites orbiting Earth, GPS in our pockets, and machines capable of exploring distant planets. Yet one wrong turn in the Amazon can erase every one of those advantages. That's why the stories of Percy Fawcett, Raymond Moffret, Yossi Ginsberg, Dom Phillips, and Bruno Pereira still resonate today. Each entered the rainforest for a different reason. One searched for a lost civilization. Another sought adventure. One was documenting the truth. Another was fighting to protect it. Yet they all encountered the same force. A place that refuses to bend to human expectations. Maybe that's why the Amazon continues to fascinate us. Not because it's mysterious, but because it reminds us of something we've almost forgotten. We have built cities that touch the clouds. We have crossed oceans. We have walked on the moon. But there are still places on Earth where nature makes the rules. Places that cannot be controlled. Places that demand respect. And somewhere beneath that endless green canopy, hidden by millions of leaves, are unfinished journeys, abandoned camps, and stories that may never be told. The rainforest doesn't explain what happened. It doesn't preserve names. It simply keeps growing, as it has for millions of years. And long after we're gone, it will still be there, waiting,